So as you should know by now, the garden no longer has TP pads or jump pads, meaning that you need to, like use your brain when you farm. There's been some designs that came out that use water streams and stuff to get you to farm, but that's just incredibly inefficient, and what you can do is just, instead of TP pads, place stairs. So I'm gonna show you how this works now, because it seems that placing stairs is rocket science. So if you haven't seen my other video of how to make this farm, it's gonna be pretty much the same thing. I'm just obviously not gonna place light because light isn't necessary anymore, and then I'm just gonna make sure that this gap is 2 blocks instead of 1 block. You need this room right here to go up the stairs, and also you can't place the stairs 1 block before, because then this block will be broken, and then when you fall it will just send you down to the bottom. So what you're going to want to start off with is obviously like your tools, so your stonk, your Prisma pump, Infinidirt, your shovel, builder's ruler, and then like your basket of seeds with all your pumpkin seeds or melon seeds, whichever you want to use. And then what you want to do is, well, make sure that it's in the make sure your Infinidirt's in the builder's ruler. But then you'll just do the almost same thing that you did before with the other farm, where you'll have 4 down here, 2 up here, and then 2 blocks in between instead of 1. 6 over, 2 up, again 2 blocks in between. Now I'm building 4 of these, but it depends on what your garden level is. I will put on screen right now how much of each farm you'll need depending on your garden level. It should be the same as before, so I just like to round up regardless. So garden 15, do 4 of these. It should be more than enough. So once you have these base ones, you're just gonna go up like this, so that it's a lot easier to place these lines, because it's gonna be 2 blocks in between. So you'll do that, and then you'll place these 4, then these next 2, destroy these down here, and then you just keep going up. Go ahead and place this 3rd one, destroy these blocks down here, and then you've got 3 layers. Then you just copy this down for the next rows that you need. And once you've placed all that, it'll just look like this. It might be longer, you might have more rows, it depends on how much you really wanted. But next, what we're going to do is worry about water. Since we don't need light or anything, we shouldn't really need to worry about much here. So what I like to do is just go right here, put the Infinitor in the builder's ruler, place this line of dirt, and then do the Prisma pump. And then you can just destroy these, and then undo the builder's ruler operation. So then it'll flow down. Don't worry if water flowing gets disabled, it'll re-enable eventually. And then you'll just copy this over for the next 4. You obviously you do want water here, because otherwise these won't get water and it'll grow really slow. So yeah, just copy this same thing over. You put the dirt down here, Infinidirt in your ruler, place the dirt on top. You can destroy these right after, or you can do it once you've placed the water, doesn't matter. Then you'll Prisma pump down the line, Prisma pump down the line, Prisma pump down the line. And because Prisma pumps like to be buggy, just make sure that these flow all the way before you worry about copying this as a plot, and then getting rid of the dirt. So while the water's placed, you'll just get rid of those lines here, and then you wait for it all to flow. So while we wait for this to finish flowing, what we can just do is go ahead and start planting. Obviously I made a mistake here, and you'll want to place water on this line because, well, this side needs water to grow faster. But for all of these, you'll be alright. I just forgot that this was the edge of the plot, and then I wasn't able to fix the mistake over here. So just build this 1 block inwards. So this will go 4 out and then 2 up, and then the gap will just be over here, and it's not that big of a deal. And then once you're done, it'll look like this, just obviously this will be hydrated over here. So then you'll get a basket of seeds. So with your basket of seeds, you'll just fill it up with pumpkin seeds and then place along each of these rows here. Make sure when you're using the basket of seeds, you place into like the void, because it will just eat up all of your crops. So it'll try to place like all along here. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, you'll wanna place into the void so that it actually like stops. But you can do like with melon, you can do it with pumpkin. It doesn't really matter. I just am doing whatever is in my basket of seeds, which right now is melons. But yeah, both work the exact same. They both do the same thing. They're the same crop pretty much. It's just that melons obviously give more. So now you've got all of that planted. This will grow. It doesn't matter when you paste it. Just if you want to, you can do both crops at the same time. But what I would do is just do pumpkin, and then once that's already planted, you can build another one, create another preset, and then do that with melon, so that it's easier to fill your inventory with seeds. But you can also just like absolutely load your ender chest or your storage with seeds so that you can paste the plots. But continue this on for all 5 plots, because that's what you need to actually have an infinite farm. Once you're done with all that, you'll configure plots. You'll find the plot that you're using, save preset, whatever the name is that you want, and then you'll paste this for each and every plot here. Now what you want to do in order to farm this is, obviously we're going to need to make some drop chutes and whatever. So at each end of the plot, you'll just end up placing a wall here so that each of these is blocked off. And then what I will do is also place up here. So let's say you're starting over here on this side of the farm, which you should start on the far end so that when you're facing this way, you can walk forwards. On this end of the farm, you will have another barrier here, and then you'll just dig down. Make sure to stop the water from flowing into it. So what I would do is probably like place a sign here or something. It doesn't really matter. You could just completely remove this water source. Drop down here, go all the way back, and then come back right here, and then this will be the end of the row. Now from here is where you will place your stairs. So you'll start on this stem right here, and then work your way up, and slowly but surely figure out which blocks you need to break and which ones you don't, so that you can walk up this staircase. So right here, you need to break those. And then this here, I just destroy all this water. It's not that big of a deal. You'll end up placing a stair here, and then down here, and then down here you'll just place like that. You can add barriers here if you really want to stop yourself. Like if you want to hold W while still being able to hold either key, just place barriers throughout this. You'll have to like put something up here so that you don't move over. But yeah, I don't like these barriers, so I'm just gonna destroy all of them. And then as long as the water is reaching 4 blocks away from the edge here, it'll still grow, and then you won't need to worry about it. So you'll just have stairs, and then up here, you don't need to place stairs to do that, but then you'll just place a slab, something to stop you, and then you'll move all the way down that way, come back over, go all the way back down, and then you will repeat this process on this side. So I'm going to show you one last time. Get rid of the pumpkin or melon that you use. Place a stair on top of the stem. Keep placing stairs. Keep placing stairs. And then work your way up until you get to this end. Place stairs up there. Place stairs down here. Destroy these or keep them. It doesn't really matter. And then you'll go up here. Place stone slabs, or really any slabs, and then you can just go back and forth. So now to actually farm it, you will have your speed of your rancher boots set to 155. You'll stand directly here. What I like to do is go to 180 or negative 180 to be directly straight. So you see when I'm moving left and right, this coordinate doesn't move. And then the second coordinate will be somewhere between like 27 and 30. Let's see what the angle is for slabs, because you'll be walking forward, so you can be all the way up here at like 25.5, and then you can be all the way down at 38.2. Now I had a lot of questions in the other tutorial. If you're using this farm, what's the angle for going this way? The second angle doesn't change, it's just straight. So this is 180 or negative 180, this is negative 90, this is 0, and then this is positive 90. Adapt it to how you build your farm, and then just make sure that this goes across all 5 plots and that you have the space for it. So yeah, once you have your spawn set all the way on the far end, you'll be able to go through it and then use the stairs to move up, and then use the stairs to move up all the way until this end. If you have it on an even amount, then you'll fall into the void on this side. If you have an odd amount of layers, it'll end up throwing you in the void on that side. Like I said, it's throwing you in the void, so you might be worried about that, but all you really have to do is just dig a hole, and then you'll fall in the void, and then you'll respawn here and be able to switch keys. So you can see here that all I did was just do that for my main farm that I had before with 8 rows. Obviously this is way overkill, even at like lower garden levels this is overkill, but you'll just end up digging through here, do the staircase, go this way, and then repeat that through all of the farm until eventually you make it all the way down here, jump in the void, respawn back to the start, and then the whole process goes over again. Now there are some farms that are on Melon King's Island and whatever. It really is up to you on how you want to do this. I just like adapting the current designs so that it's not that difficult to keep farming. But it's up to you on what you want to do. But this is just how I did it. It's pretty simple. It's just an adaptation of the other farm. But yeah, I hope this was helpful for you, and good luck farming in the garden now. Thank you guys for watching.